Hi, and welcome to another quick chat with me, Rhiannon Wu, and the great Merril Gilbert. For these videos, we share tips and talk about topics that are important for folks who are starting or scaling up a business. Today, we're going to talk about a big one, taking on investment, especially deciding how much funding you need. So let's just start with basics, Merril. What are the reasons that a company would want to go out and raise money?
Most companies start out with what we call bootstrapping. That's using all their own resources, their own money. They might have gotten some from friends and family. They may even have had an angel investor, but they get to a point where they're really ready for the next phase and they cannot do it with what they have on hand today. And so the number one thing is getting ready to either take your prototype and create it, or you have enough feedback on that prototype that you need to create more of them to last you 6 to 12 months to really prove your concept and get the doors open. And another reason is you're already selling, right? People love it. They want to increase. Now you have to increase production. So you might need to be able to have a bigger order with a co-packer. You might need to build out your own facility, or you might just need enough money to get ingredients and packaging to build inventory for 6 to 12 months.
So, what are the considerations when deciding how much to raise?
You need to really understand what it costs to operate your business. You need to predict your revenue, where it is coming from, and then you need to be able to have and defend what the best case scenario and the worst case scenarios are for being successful for your growth strategy.
So, what sounds like we're talking about here is runway, or like how long do you need to keep your business afloat with the investment money until it's self sustaining? So, what are some things people don't think about when they're thinking about runway?
They forget that things don't always go as planned, right? They haven't worked out any contingency. That's having cash on hand, the what ifs, if there's a disruption to the supply chain, increases in costs of doing business, and risk management, product liability, facility breakdowns, anything that's going to interrupt the business and that growth strategy that is being planned for.
So, what are some of the other things people forget when they're estimating funding and then how much funding they need?
Not looking long enough at the history and their profit and loss, their P&L, need to be looked at on a monthly basis. It needs to look at good months and bad months and make conservative forecasts. And also that kind of oftentimes when you're not paying attention, that can lead to too aggressive of revenue forecasts, which is all hopeful and it's all wishful, but it's maybe not realistic. And then they might not fully understand their data and make bad predictions because of that. Sales data. Where am I selling this today? Where am I not selling this today? What is that information telling me? And looking also at the competitors. That oftentimes is only looked at when you're thinking about the beginning of your business, but it should be something that's monitored over time because those are good indicators of what you need to be thinking about as well. And then not having somebody to really validate their numbers that understand the industry. And that's something that should probably be done, not necessarily monthly, but at least quarterly. Some trusted advisor that really can help you identify where you are at.
Really great information. Let's just give folks a quick recap here.
One, be realistic about where your business is today and where it is going. Be clear on what you're raising the money for. Understand how long that money will last, the runway that we talked about, and be sure that you know where your P&L is today and using your data to make good decisions going forward.
Great information as usual. If anyone needs support getting ready for their next fundraising round, feel free to message us here on LinkedIn or on our website at tracetrust.com. Bye, Merril.
Goodbye.